Yesterday was Valentine's Day, which means you may have already indulged in a nice bottle of wine, but it was on a Wednesday, so kind of tough. If you're looking for another reason to uncork a bottle and indulge, this Sunday is National Drink Wine Day. We have William Eccleston, wine director and master sommelier from Panorama Wine Bar, to give us some wine recommendations. Good morning, William.
Hello, thanks for having us.
Oh, thank you so much for coming. Panorama, just really known, good food, but amazing wine. Talk a little bit about the concept of Panorama.
Well, we want to have wines from all over the world. Obviously, we're an Italian restaurant, so we focus on Italy, but we've got kind of the best values and really special wines that we pour by the glass because we have the Guinness World Record for the wine keeper. So we've got 120 taps. All those wines are on by the glass. So we've got all these flights, a couple of themes going on here today.
Yeah.
We've got the Everything's Coming Up Rosés.
Oh, that's fun.
The 5 shades of pink that you've got over there. You've got a little taste there in front of you as well.
Okay.
And that's sort of a feature for the flower show that's coming up in March.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, you guys have something fun going on. You're partnering with the flower show. Talk about that and some of the wines that you picked for this pairing.
Well, that's the Everything's Coming Up Rosés. So we've got some great rosés from around the world, starting with a Hungarian rosé. We've got a couple from Italy. A really nice one from...
makes wine?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's one of those sort of off the beaten path appellations where you can find some really good values and really interesting blends, like this blend of Francos grape, which is not that well known, but it's blended with a little bit of Cabernet, Merlot, and Syrah.
Oh, wow.
So, very cool wine.
And rosé's really in right now, too.
Oh, yeah.
Why is that?
Oh, yeah. It's easy to drink. It's easy to pair with food. Good value. For example, that Nebbiolo Rosé, that's the third one on the tower there.
Here, this one.
Yeah, that Nebbiolo, it's a pedigreed grape, so it's really quality wine, but it's a good value, but matches with food very well, with a little bit of sweetness and tartness.
I love that.
Dry rosé.
But this is what I find so interesting, because here we have obviously white wines, but at the bottom you've got a red. Well, what are we doing here? I'm confused.
This is the Love Bubbles Sparkling World. So we've got sparkling wines, and we're actually finishing with a Lambrusco. So another one that's sort of off the beaten path from Emilia-Romagna. We've actually got 2 Lambruscos. That's a white Lambrusco and a red Lambrusco, starting with a really cool value wine from Portugal, and Franciacorta, which is Italy's answer to Champagne method. Really pedigreed wine from northern Italy. So classic flavors, but really good value.
Absolutely. Okay, and then same kind of thing here. We've got a bit of a mix for this flight.
That's our seasonal sips. And again, we're going to feature something for March because it's Women's History Month. We've got a Women in Wine flight. So we've got women winemakers and winery owners, including some local, Maple Springs, also some ones from California. We've got a wine class that's going to be at the end of March. That's our wine club. So our wine club's on Sundays. And we have a class for women in wine at the end of March. And this month we're actually featuring some local wines too. So don't overlook the local stuff. And actually it's a woman who owns that, Marianne Lieberman from Maple Springs. So some really
women,
cool stuff.
Local, flowers,
rosés.
You guys have so much going on. I love that. Where can people go for more info? Because I know you tried to cover it all. You did an amazing job. I'm going to take a sip of this red, but where can people go just to keep track of everything that you guys are offering?
Well, it's panoramawinebar.com and at Panorama Wine Bar.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So, like you said, there's classes, local women, winemakers. I love that. And then
flower themes. We've got. We've also got some wine in our cocktails. So our cocktail list has a really good wine component, some sparkling wines, and some really cool stuff.
What am I doing here, William?
This is actually a Barbera. So this is one of my nice finds that are great values, Barbera or Nebbiolo that's declassified, not Barolo or Barbaresco, but great values from Piemonte. So really fantastic wines, very classically produced, but really good values, and great on the table for every day for your dinner, and you're pairing with pasta.
Yes, in an Italian restaurant. All right, William, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
And enjoy the next month. You guys sound busy, but fun.